Yo, what's going on, guys? You are tuned into the Are You the One After show here on AfterBuzz TV. Yo, it went down tonight. Did they black out or did they not tune in?
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
But I guess I really don't care. I probably should wait, but I wanna let you go there. I wanna try.
You're with all the ladies tonight.
Yeah, it's ladies' night.
It's ladies' night minus me, everybody. What's going down, y'all? You are tuned in to the AfterBuzz show for Are You the One? Now, this is season 4, episode 7. Pulling punches, y'all.
Yeah.
There was some punches, though. More like pushes, though, to
Yeah,
me, right?
There was a lot of pushes.
More like pushes to me.
Yes.
You know what? There's a lot of something new going on with a whole bunch of people in this Adam and Eve party that we're about to get into.
yeah.
Lots of
Now-
new hookups.
Right?
Okay.
Now, I'm not here alone, folks. It's your boy, Nino. You can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and all that good stuff. But over here to my left, what's up? Miss Country Twerker herself, Miss Abby Vega. What's up,
What's up,
girl?
everyone? I'm Abby Vega. You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at _Abby Vega.
And she will speak her mind anytime she wants. What's up, Nicolette?
What's good, y'all? Since they don't play is in this bitch, and we about to keep it real.
There we go.
Okay.
And Mrs. Entertainment Journalist Extraordinaire over there, Miss Desiree Murphy. What's going on, girl?
Hey, it's nice to be back. I was off last week. I missed so much drama, but
Yeah.
we're back
Sure
with
did.
even more drama than
Right.
ever on this episode.
And y'all, the one who was in the center of some of the drama today, she's back in the house. What's going on, Julia?
What's up? What's
Yeah,
up?
she's always in the center. What you talking about?
Hey, she's in the center of the
is Julia
drama.
season, okay?
Cheers to you, Julia.
Cheers!
Cheers,
I brought the juice, right?
she brought
I
the
did.
juice, y'all.
That's
the juice.
that's my secret
Oh, see,
ingredient.
we should have started the show with "She Got the Juice."
Oh, there you go. There's a song right
You
there.
know,
But there was a lot of
perfect.
something new going
There
on
was.
this
There
little
was.
area
Next
here.
week, in your honor.
There we
Next
go.
Yeah.
week. Thank you guys.
So let's get into it, y'all, because it is a lot going
Let's
up in
do
here,
it.
right?
It was a lot.
Okay, Emma. Our girl, Emma, everybody. All right.
My Drew Barrymore, honey.
Right, you're Drew Barrymore. That's a
Yes.
perfect way to describe it. Okay, she was getting a little strategic in the beginning, which was great because I love that. I love when everyone kind of gets together, and this is probably before all the drinking that happens on this show, but y'all were getting strategic, which was great, right? Then we had Sam and Alyssa getting into the new suite, and I wanted to see more. It
Yeah.
stopped really quick. I guess we don't need to see it, but
Yeah.
still, I wanted to see a little bit more after everything that's happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's respectable on their points to like not get it in until they're at the honeymoon suite. You know, that's some real love. You know what I'm saying? Not to be showing on camera. You know.
Right.
No
And
boom
we
boom room.
gonna find each other and get
Outside the
them
boom boom room into their own, you know.
I
things.
like
I respect that.
that.
They're cute.
Right.
I
They
like
are.
that he
They
still
are.
had his nails painted.
I know, they've been painted the whole
Like,
season.
I mean, I
Look
don't
at
think
these.
there's nail polish remover. I think.
John's toes still aren't blue, so there's got to be nail polish remover somewhere.
yeah.
They
I think
wanted to
Sam
keep it.
just
I think
liked
Sam
it.
dug it.
All
Exactly.
power to him.
There you go. Now we had John taking some dance lessons, okay, from Nicole, though. Emma, on the other hand, was giving her that side eye, like really good side eye. Look at her.
I'm sorry. I can't. I have to
Look.
control the eye roll. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is my thing about Emma.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
She played it real smooth, you know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? Trying to get back with John's good graces, you know what I mean? She somehow slid her way onto that date with him. At the end of the day, if John really liked her, they would have been going on dates. They would have been doing all of this. So at the end of the day, Emma is looking a little thirsty, I must say.
So do you
There's
think it
another
was
word
just,
for that.
Do you,
Yes.
you think it was just infatuation from that date, and John was like, maybe I'll give this a try? Because he flipped the script pretty quick this
He
this
did,
episode.
super quick.
I mean, at this point, I really don't know who Emma's match is.
I don't either.
The fact that her and Prosper hooked
Okay,
up.
come
Maybe.
Yeah, let's
Question
talk about
mark,
that
right?
because I'm like,
That's
what?
okay. That's like my
Like
golden mark on
Prosper,
my
what?
Right.
Prosper, you passed on what's her name? The one that was kissing John this episode.
Nicole.
Oh, Nicole. I'm sorry, Nicole. You growing on me, girl. I'm gonna remember that. But you know what I'm saying? Like you passed Nicole,
But
and
wait.
now you going to Emma. I'm confused. I
No,
mean, that might
really.
be his type because
That
they
was a
both white
total
girls.
shocker for all of us. I just
Yeah.
remember when we saw that happen.
Wait,
when
Nicole
he
or
was kinda,
Emma?
Nicole.
Emma.
Oh, Emma and
Emma,
Prosper.
I'm
Prosper
about,
and
yeah.
Emma, like what? Where
was
did that come
random,
from?
right?
Yes, it was super random.
That
We
was-
all looked at each other and we're like, what?
What, do
Right.
you have some tea?
Was that going on in the house
Tea, I have more
beforehand?
than tea. Well, I just have to say, like, first of all, that if John, everyone accuses me of being the reason John didn't want Emma. I'm out of the picture. He still doesn't
want
want
No,
Emma.
yeah.
No.
So it's not me. I think Prosper and Emma, I haven't seen everything in the house. We never really saw everything.
Right.
I mean, I think she was just kind of following John around for the most part. I don't think.
I mean,
so
clearly,
Yeah, 'cause I was
she'd
gonna
be
say-
in the cut like,
Well, the thing is, too,
Yeah, she's like
is-
one of those like behind the wall.
Yeah. Well, she only went to Prosper to vent about John.
Yeah,
just
like, I still. What does that mean when they come out from the dead and they're like, "Do you still love me?" or something? I don't know. I'm gonna find that meme.
I know. I don't think I've seen that one.
I know
I've
what you're
seen
talking
memes
about.
on the
Like
daily.
stalker,
But you're
stalker. Do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
know exactly.
Okay.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Right, which one is that one?
But
Someone coming back from the dead.
Abby did say like she was only there to talk to Prosper because
about to vent about John, and
Yeah.
Prosper was kind of like. So I feel like in that moment, the only reason they kind of hooked up was because Prosper was saying like the nice things that she wanted to be hearing from John.
He
kind
also
of.
said, "I want you
Yes.
so bad."
Yeah, and it's like, how do you
I was
resist
like,
that?
"Eh."
Prosper, just look in your eyes. Couldn't resist. I know. Like,
Prosper is fine.
I think
I love
Did you see
Prosper.
him in that
yeah,
Adam
and when he
outfit?
comes out like a
Okay.
caveman. I'm
Oh,
like,
that was
yeah.
intense. Y'all like missed the whole intro of the guys, which was like I mean, it was cute because they had a little while to plan it, but they
Right.
came in like cavemen.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, they
had
did.
this whole thing planned out, and it was real. It was way more intense than they like let on.
I have to say, I love the way they even just shot this episode with all like the slow mo of like
Nicole-
everyone's just looking hot.
Nicole
Everyone's, you know,
looked hot.
yeah.
She
But
looked
like
so good.
she looked so hot.
Nicole really like grew on me.
Yeah.
Because
Nicole looked
at
great.
first I was like, who is this chick? And then Kaylin last week was telling us about her and like her past and everything like that. I was like,
I'm sorry,
why
that's what
some
a
parts
soccer
like
mom
it.
looks like. Like
No.
I know.
I want to
I
look
wanna
like
be a
that
soccer
soccer
mom.
mom.
Soccer mom is not a bad
Can we-
comparison, okay? I want to be a hot soccer mom, okay?
Can we talk
Victoria
about that real
Beckham's
quick?
of soccer
Right,
moms.
exactly.
Right,
That was
yeah.
on my notes too. Okay, really, Emma, and she called John fugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said you're the reason
Yeah.
we'd have ugly kids,
No,
but you're
stop
chasing
it.
him around like.
Yeah.
That was so mean. I didn't like that.
She be doing.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's bring it back, y'all. We'll definitely get into the Adam and Eve moment because there's a
Yeah.
lot of
Oh, I
moments.
love
of
that
Adam and Eve
moment.
moments,
Yeah.
all right? But let's go into the girls get the penis, I mean the poles, and the guys get the holes.
The strap on.
Okay. Now this was really interesting, and the
awkward.
play with words throughout the whole time was great. I was just waiting for that new Trojan commercial
yeah.
pop up
Oh,
in the corner. Like, they used to
For
do.
real.
Like really though, you know. So they have to basically match the size and the shape.
That looked hard.
It
all
was-
of the,
It looked
the-
really
You
hard.
know what I mean? The triangle, the circle, the square onto the next person, which was kind of hard because the poles were kind of flimsy. They weren't hard enough.
And the thing was really heavy. It was heavy. Like you had to lift it and like
To get it in the thing, you had
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
was
looked
heavy.
difficult.
So do
It
y'all
looked
have
difficult.
more appreciation for the situation now?
Yes, we
Yes.
appreciate it.
Seriously.
I just had to ask. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
But you saw that going down or whatnot. Julia grabs Steven.
Yes.
Because you wanted to be with Steven for that, which was great because we got to see you with a little bit more of an action and you kind of showed Gio, leave me alone.
Well, I don't get why he was so shocked that like why were you surprised? Like
Because
I
he's in
don't
his own world.
I don't
now.
even want to
He
get
really
started
is
on
in his
Gio.
world.
I don't
It's
even want to get
Gio's world
started.
and everyone else just lives in it.
That's
That's
it.
how I feel about
I don't
him.
get why he was like, oh, she turns her out. No shit. Like
Yeah.
Right.
like she gonna be like, Gio, let's be partners.
maybe
so
we should
right.
just no.
Right.
It was never
Yeah.
even and it was never even thought in my head. It was never, oh, maybe I should. No.
Why was this such a surprise factor? I don't get it. Like, if he has that third eye, he should have been looking another way.
I know. I'm like trying.
I can't.
I'm like trying to like understand him as a person and trying to like I try to like continue to like put
Yeah.
myself in their shoes because like TV they don't fully show
Yeah.
everything so people can look different ways, but there to me I can't even put myself there because
No.
I don't understand him
He's
at all.
digging himself in a hole.
Yeah.
There you
It just
go.
keeps on.
Yeah, so I don't know. I
And he had
can't
the
give him
whole
like the
this
benefit of the
episode.
doubt anymore
Right.
because he's just
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I like that we're seeing more of Steven because we didn't get to see
Yes.
too much
Yes.
in the beginning. He is hot.
I was shocked to see actual like more though, like the genuine. I know they can't show everything, but the genuine conversations that we did have and like why like we clicked so early on. Like
But you know what? You do see that because I'm gonna keep it real with you, girl. Because I really didn't like you at the beginning. Because I was
I know.
Because I was like, first of all, I was like, she really ain't keeping it real. Like,
Trust
she
me.
really over here trying to play fences.
No,
like,
trust
you
me.
know?
And then the thing is, I don't even want to get into that because that's week 1 and 2. But
Right,
the
right,
thing
right.
is, with the whole John situation, that was weeks 1 and 2. You don't want to cut people off automatically. And
Exactly.
I know I was on the fence. I look back, I walked into the house not wanting to upset
Right.
anyone. I don't like
Right.
upsetting anyone. I don't like confrontation. Then by week 7, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I
And
want to do.
that's why.
Yeah.
And y'all
And
can.
that's why you grew on me. And that's why last week I even said, I was like, you know what? I'm glad this whole Steven and Julia thing is working out because it's making me like her as a person more. Because I'm like, now she really keeping it real. She's like, motherfucker, I don't know you.
You know, and I was so scared. You have to live with these people. It's like
Yeah,
that's why I was so
exactly.
scared to upset John. I have to live with him for 7 more weeks
Yeah.
after that. I
But-
have to finally,
Yeah.
you know, you just get tired of fucking people putting you under a microscope and looking at every single thing you do wrong and
Right.
judging you for it.
And you know what? Steven brought that side out of you, and I think the fact that
did.
he gave you that protection, you were like, I'm in this. I'm gonna let y'all have it because
And
he has my back.
He just made me so positive. You know, there's so many people that want to dwell and like bitch about being in Hawaii for a fucking month. Like, how can you be upset?
Right.
You're in Hawaii.
I'll take your place.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So it's like
I'll take
he
it.
brought out this whole like,
And you could see that.
I'm
No,
here.
yeah.
You can
Like,
see
let's
it.
fucking do this. Let's
Yeah.
go.
This is great.
I
See,
like
this is
that.
why we love to have the guests on the show, because you get to tell your part and kind of speak it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Now listen, I'm looking at the camera right over here. So I hope that the camera's on me right now. Gio, we've been talking some mad stuff about you because all we see on TV is all we see on TV. Now, some fan actually tweeted and said you should have Gio on the show so he can tell his side of the story. I'm personally inviting you over here, Gio, to come onto the show so you can tell us what's up. We want to know because
wanna
every
get to know
single
ya.
time
can
that we
Skype.
see you, yeah, we can Skype. Every time we see you on TV, something's going down, and I just want to give you the benefit of the doubt. So, my personal invitation to you to come here onto the show, whether we Skype you or not, I'm just saying it. Hit us up and we'll make it happen, man. We want to give your side of the story
Yeah.
as well too.
Can I
So,
give
yeah,
a
can I
personal?
AfterBuzz?
Can I give a personal invite?
Oh yeah, you can come to the show too.
All right, I'm gonna make amends with you, Francesca, because last week I took it a little bit too far.
Oh.
So what's up, girl? If you want to come in and give us your side, you
There you
know,
go.
I'm
No
always
more-
keep it
no
real
more
on what I
bad-
see on
yeah.
TV.
Bad blood.
I shouldn't have talked about your looks, you beautiful girl.
There you go.
So-
The whole cast is beautiful. We gotta. The whole
Let's go
cast is
pub.
beautiful.
Really quick.
Kumbaya. That's what we should have
Kumbaya.
played.
There's a lot of beautiful ladies on this
There
couch.
is,
You know what I mean?
there
They take
is.
care of themselves very well. Now, I think we might have a product that actually works for
We
them.
do.
Oh.
It's called the BeautyCon box, and I
Right.
don't know if you guys know what this is, but it is freaking fantastic. It is a subscription service that will literally come to your house. Beauty products to your house.
It's
You don't have to
over
do a thing.
150 products for the price of $30, and you save $20 if you sign up for the annual payment plan. Okay.
Yeah, hit the annual payment
Yes.
plan. You save some
So
money.
if you need the website, it is beautycon.com/box, and you just go on there and sign up for your subscription.
And if you want some products to highlight, you know, you see my little glow over here. The highlight, we got the Red Sing Scott spray, and to give you some beach waves.
Like, look at what Desiree did right now.
Yeah, she got the beach waves going on.
Yes, and our girl Candy Johnson, she's a huge beauty guru. Some of these beauty gurus handpick these products for the box, and she has a go-to brow product, which I want to try out. Her brows are always on flake.
Okay, girl.
They always are.
Okay,
Look at her
girl.
Instagram. She's
Don't
beautiful.
play. I love a good
And then we
brow.
also have the NYX Ombre Lip Duo in Peaches and Cream.
Oh, okay.
Peaches
Yes.
and cream.
I have no idea
And for
what
watching
this
our
stuff is.
show, you can even get 20% off your subscription. All you have to do is use the code BOXBUZZ.
What? AfterBuzz hooking it up like that?
Yeah.
So 20%. So
Okay.
y'all need to go to beautycon.com/box.
Do it.
Okay.
Cool.
We got it all
Cool.
down over here in AfterBuzz. No, but seriously, no, the girls look beautiful. Now let's talk about the game where they had to insert it into the whole type situation. Now you were trying to get Steven to coordinate, but he was having the hardest time making sure that hole was available for you.
Bless his heart. He's just so goofy, so not. I've played sports growing up. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm so you've seen throughout the season. I'm
you can
competitive.
tell.
You are.
Yeah.
Like, competitions aren't a joke. Challenge day, I woke up, I was ready to go. I got my pre-workout in me. Like, let's
Oh,
do
shit.
this. And he's just like, which is cool. Like, he's just like, let's go with the flow, whatever, blah blah. And I'm like, like yelling at him the whole time, and it's just like he's just not very coordinated. He's not.
Now was it
So funny.
C4 or was it Captain Moore?
It was C4.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
sure. Okay, yeah. Either way,
That's
you
it.
could have gotten
You
something else.
shake it.
Nice, but the winners turned out to be actually Morgan and Tori. I'm loving them right now.
I love them too.
Okay.
They're definitely Ken and Barbie. I'm feeling
I'm
it.
loving it, yes.
They
and
are,
then
Ken
our
and Barbie.
second, your favorite, Cam and Victoria. But we're gonna find out later on what happens when they go into the truth booth.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know.
Crazy.
Can I say something about
Yes.
Morgan real quick?
Go ahead,
Because
yeah.
this we touched on this a little bit when we were watching, but kind of as I'm kind of glad the Julia and John thing is over, the Kaylin Gio thing is over because Morgan, all we knew about him until pretty much this episode was, I want a
Instagram.
10 to match my Instagram.
Right.
So I love how like now that we're seeing like more people, because like we said before,
Yeah.
with like you with Steven, we were saying too, like
Yeah.
you grew on everyone,
and
you know?
it's like we're seeing
grow
more
on
of Tyler.
everyone.
Oh, you grew on us.
You grown on us,
And
definitely.
Tyler, yeah, we didn't even know who like Tyler was until
I
this
know.
episode. So it's so nice to finally
Like
see different
other
people.
people
Yeah.
No,
shine.
it is. It's the 7th episode, which is crazy because
crazy.
there
Yeah.
was 3 more.
It's about time.
Yeah, I mean, which was cool though. We got to see a lot of drama and a lot of going on, but the development of everybody else, so we can understand them a little bit more.
Yeah.
And the reason why we're there, especially we're going to talk about it as we get into the Adam and Eve party, y'all.
Let's do it.
The thing with Morgan and Tori, like in the beginning, I never would have seen them together.
No,
Not
neither.
at all. And now I'm just like such a big fan. They are
Yeah.
my favorite couple right now.
I don't think
so-
they're a perfect match though.
I don't know.
But you like
Tori
them?
needs a
Hoping
little
for
bit
them.
more.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, she reminds me a lot of myself.
Ah.
She needs a little bit more.
Who was your perfect match in the house? I just want to ask.
None.
Ooh, she said no real quick. Turn that down real
just
quick.
Man.
Right. Well, okay. Let's get into this Adam and Eve party real quick. So, still people,
love
slow
that part.
motion.
It was awesome.
Okay.
Megan, yes.
A train.
Y'all really let loose.
Y'all had a train on Prosper.
I
Like,
know. Dude,
what?
he looks so good.
I know he was
loving
hot. I was like, Prosper.
It was like Prosper and like 10 girls in front of him. No, like,
Papa
Yeah.
Slime.
yeah.
Slime.
What was
We
it?
called them Papa Slime. We each had like our
Papa
slime
Slime?
nicknames. Like one girl was like Baby Slime, and he had his like his angels of like. You tell.
Slimes?
He meant a lot.
What is
I don't know. Ask him. I don't, he came up with the name Slime. Like he called like you my slime. You're my slime. Like slime was his thing.
Slime?
I don't know.
Interesting.
So we
I
called
don't know
him.
if that's hot or not.
I
Like,
don't know.
if someone was to call me a slime, I'd be like, yeah.
Because
So
you're
he's-
slippery
yeah.
and no, that doesn't even
I
make
don't
sense.
know about
neither.
that.
I don't know.
Look at
I don't know. But we all call him Papa Slime. Like that's
Okay.
his thing. I don't know. He'll
Okay,
still
well.
like. You tweet at him, Papa Slime.
Okay, Papa Slime.
Right. I'm gonna, okay, Prosper. I'm gonna have this one over here tweet at you to see if she's a slime as well too.
She's Slime.
Look at that, the love
Abby slime,
connection.
girl. Abby
Abby
slime.
slime.
Blush.
The
This
love
whole
connection.
party,
Yeah.
the way it was edited, I kept saying this. I was like, it looks like a music video.
Yeah.
It did.
I
Oh
loved
my
it.
God.
It was
Could've.
so fun.
What was Gio doing? With the stripper
when-
dance moves? He had like a
yes.
stripper move. For a
And like
second.
Francesca was straddling him at one
You
point.
know what? Everyone
doing, like,
was
a little
letting
thing.
loose.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
and
fun.
that
It was our-
every
yeah.
season they always have those parties and everyone just.
And we're
being
taking
let
away
loose.
from music. Like that's like our real like it's music. We have unlimited alcohol. We have an unlimited bar. Like
Oh, get
we're
me
going
there.
to listen to
in.
music, right,
Yes,
yeah.
like
Okay.
Was
Now-
there? Sorry.
What?
Was there any more like drama? Because they showed Cam and Victoria, which we'll
Yeah.
talk about. But because I just noticed like Gio and Francesca, was there any other like drama that they didn't show, or was
There-
for the most part everyone just kind of having
there
fun?
was. I mean, there was a scene with Gio and Kaylin, which I'm surprised they didn't show,
Okay.
where they were talking. I mean, 1 minute everyone's dancing. Literally the next minute, Cameron and Victoria are there. She's crying. Kaylin and Gio are over there. She's crying.
Oh,
shit.
geez.
Like
Jeez.
we're literally like me and Tori are
Now
like
these,
dancing,
like-
and then we're like, wait, where is everyone? And it's like everyone's kind of. I mean, once you get alcohol in
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And
you
I
just
mean-
want to be open. It's
Yeah.
just
And,
like,
and you can tell, like, when Kaylin's talking to Tyler, you know,
She's
I
a-
mean,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
can tell that she's still crushed by Gio. And the thing is I give her props.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is thank you, editing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't see that, the weak side of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? They really edited her in a really strong female way.
And she,
like,
no, she is like she is.
and
I
I'm
mean,
sure,
y'all know,
but you know
she's
what?
been
You
there.
have moments. Like, they
Every
really
girl has
went in
moments.
Yeah.
deep.
Every
you know
single
what I'm
girl.
saying?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, I
Right.
told her last week she kept it real
No, she
cool.
did.
Yeah, and she
Yes.
still like
Yes.
is trying to at least talk to other people compared,
know.
you know, even
what
though
are you
she
gonna
is
do?
hurt. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
You're playing the
she's-
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
So
Definitely.
Now, okay, so Nicole, she had her moment as well too. Now she wasn't trying to fall for Baby John.
She didn't want no
Okay.
John.
But Baby John was trying to go for it, and Baby John got into
He
her
was
eyes.
fearless.
Blame
I
it
just
on the
love
alcohol.
it.
yeah, she's like, God damn it,
I
Nicole,
know.
why?
I love how
Right?
she's like, I hate you're annoying to me, and he's like, you like this.
And she was like,
And also, how he's like, you have
"Baby."
such beautiful eyes. Like, he's never
that-
seen these before.
And then he just, and also, I just realized this. That was like his line of this episode
Yes.
because he said the same thing to Kaylin too.
That's true.
He's using the eyes.
eyes.
That
I didn't even
is
catch
his
it.
pickup line.
I mean, alcohol. If you could only remember one thing, that's great. You know what I mean? There you go.
Yeah.
Now Emma, okay.
I'm
You
just-
really
Emma.
cannot have it with Emma.
I can't with her this episode.
I'm just gonna look down.
I was like feeling sorry from her from the other situation, and then I was like, "Oh, go girl, you got
She
him."
just always looks
She
like
needs
in
the sea salt
distress.
spray.
She needs to.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm glad it was you and not me.
Yeah, can I?
Just drink real quick. Okay, yeah. So Emma says that Nicole's the weirdest girl in the house.
And Nicole is the coolest
She's
girl
like
in
the
the house.
dopest girl in the house.
I know.
Desiree, I see you.
That was like
I didn't see that coming from you, girl.
that was
Can I clear something up really quick? There is a difference between petty and savage. You cannot be a petty savage, okay?
Ooh.
Like that
Oh.
cannot happen.
Okay.
And people are saying, "Oh, she's savage for calling Nicole out or whatever." And I'm just like, there's such a difference between like if I wanted to be petty, for example, I could be up here and I could say, you know, some girls say I dress like a hoe. And I could be like, you can say I dress like a hoe, but your tits are almost touching your chin every time you're on camera.
Okay.
If I wanted to be a savage, I could work my ass off every day, continue eating right, continue showing my body however the fuck I want to show my body. That's savage.
First of all, yeah, there's nothing savage about Emma. I'm sorry, Emma. Like, there's nothing savage. It's kind of sad, but nothing savage. Yeah, I don't see the savage. I think it's just jealousy, honestly.
I just
It
think,
was,
I feel like
definitely.
if being a savage, you pull yourself up without pulling other people
Exactly.
down. Like, you're able to make a name for yourself without having to mention anyone else's name.
And it's like you're building yourself up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Not
don't have to-
staying like this. You
You
feel
don't
me?
have to pull other girls down and make yourself look like a savage. I just want to, like, you cannot be a petty savage. You just can't.
I feel like I am curating like a woman empowerment agenda right now.
I'm
This is
tweeting
amazing.
that quote tonight.
Yeah, that was a very
It's true. Like, I hate how girls are like, oh, you're savage. You're petty. Like,
Yeah.
you can sit behind a don't get me started.
It's okay. And you know what? That sea salt thing, a little petty, but it's good.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, that was shade.
No,
girl.
yeah.
No, but you see her hair. Her hair is savage. Though. That's the thing.
It was good.
Yeah, her and it was, I feel like it was kind of worse too that she was saying about like her and Nicole had never had any sort of problems or
Yes, that's
anything,
the
so
thing
it
that
came out
bugs
of
me.
nowhere. And from what we've seen, you know, it's just it was kind of hard. It definitely was like a
This is
jealousy
what-
moment thing.
Right,
though.
this is what I
yeah,
think
for
about
sure.
it. I'm gonna bring back my psychology days. Like this is
Okay.
what I think about it here. Like
shit.
we saw Victoria, gets like a little in too deep on herself on the bad way. And I feel like maybe Emma in that situation has the same situation. I mean, you saw her cry before and all this other stuff.
does it in a different
she
way.
just has a different situation where she just goes for the petty versus goes for the emotional. And if she
Yeah.
goes for the emotional, it's just because things didn't go her way. So I think people deal with it in a different way. And maybe that was her way of dealing it, which you shouldn't be that way of dealing with it. But then we come into Victoria and Cam, and what?
I know, and this is my thing. I feel like there's a lot of girls out there like Victoria.
Yeah.
I mean, beautiful girls, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really know her lifestyle outside of this show. Like, I don't know how her Instagram be. Like, I don't know if she's really flaunty, if she's not flaunty, but like, I know there's a lot of females out there that are so beautiful and they're just so insecure and you really just don't know why. And she's one of them. I'm like,
That's why I'm gonna be honest. Me and her did not get along at all through the thing. And
she's
she
probably the
comment
most
how I dress.
whiny.
She comments about a lot of things, and to me, it's like
It's too negative for you?
you just can't. You look. You ever heard that saying? Birds of a
Feather
Feather
flock
flock
together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you are who you hang out with. I can't hang out with people that my
Makes
friends are
sense.
gonna be like, bitch, you look ugly today, but get your ass up. We're gonna put some makeup on you. You're gonna own
Yeah.
this.
Right,
You know
like,
what I mean?
bitch, you looking crazy. Right. You
Yeah.
can keep it real.
I can't. You can't just like. And
Be a
she's
pleaser
hot
all the
as
time.
fuck.
She's
Yeah.
so
Beautiful.
pretty.
Right.
I know, and when she was in here, she is like great.
gorgeous. She
She's
was
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
She's going to law school, like all this stuff. She has everything going for her. So
Right.
it's sad to see
That
someone
was her
breaking down
character
like
on
that.
the show,
Yeah.
like this insecure, broken girl.
Which
Like,
But at
makes
the
you-
same time, to see her admit it, that's just kind of crazy too. When he was like,
I think it was that
talking
time
about it
because
with
I
her.
think she didn't want to break it with Cam. Like, she's like, I need to
Yeah.
show you why I'm kind of like this.
Yeah.
And then Cam was so good and,
And he seems
nice
the
enough to be
sweetest.
like, you know what, you have this going for you, you have this going for you. You need to love yourself before you
only-
can love anyone else.
the
I mean,
only
True.
thing that I could say as to why is she had a really bad relationship before this.
I could see that.
That's the
Could be.
only way that I could see her being that insecure because every girl has gone through that. I've gone through that to where I was just so insecure at one point, you know what I'm saying? It really stems from like either a bad breakup, like a guy did not treat
Right.
her right. I really feel like that's what it stems from because other than that, I mean, you really can't get in your head about that. You know what I
Right.
mean? Girls
Yeah.
should always be confident, but I feel like there's somebody in her life who's always just, it had to have been a bad relationship.
And
I don't know if y'all asked her
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Cam
But-
was like this. I feel like he was like the perfect guy to handle something like that.
Yeah.
He
But
was
you
so
don't have to realize
sweet.
that wasn't the first. Like it
Yeah.
was a daily thing.
A thing.
And so
Oh,
it's
I
just
can
like.
imagine.
There's moments like every girl has their bad days. Every girl wakes
yeah.
up and is like, I don't even want to look in the mirror today. Like it's not happening. But it's
Right.
just like when it's over and over and
Yeah.
over. It's like, come on,
It's needy,
Pick
you
it
know?
up and
Like,
do
it.
people
Get
drag
up.
you, right?
Yeah.
No, I feel it.
There's people like that everywhere. People that at work, people like that in your personal life.
Well,
and
I
whatnot.
hope eventually
Everywhere
that
you
changes
go.
with her because
Right.
Yeah,
she
'cause
does
she's-
not need to be like that.
Right. It's okay. You're
It's
beautiful.
exhausting.
You're smart. Get it together. You're gonna be okay.
Get it
Definitely.
together, girl.
Get it
Get it together.
That's all it is. Right? It's so quick. Get it together.
Just get it together. Boom. That's
It's
all
that
you
easy,
gotta
right?
say.
It's that easy. Now, okay. Once you get back into the house after this Adam and Eve type situation,
Yes.
and
Oh,
Cam
God.
and Victoria and all this other stuff, I'm so confused. I even stopped and paused it to ask the girls, "Do you just understand what happened?" Because I don't understand
Okay,
what happened.
forgot for
Are
a
you talking
second.
about when they
You,
pulled us?
Yes.
Caitlin, and Gio was like,
First
"Just come
of all-
over here."
Oh,
Y'all
right.
missed me crawling
please.
out of the closet. I had way too. You can tell me holding
Oh,
on to
you
Caleb.
guys are
Oh, you
wasted.
drank
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Everyone's
Not the
wasted.
time for that.
Kevin's over here like,
I know.
I'm like holding myself up. Like, what do you gotta say
and
before I
then
throw
Gio's
up?
over here like, you just don't.
Yeah,
you don't
Gio-
deserve it.
Yeah.
Apparently,
You
okay,
don't. She doesn't.
I was pulling my weave out. I was like, I'm going to bed. Like, I'm taking off these. I'm taking off
Right.
these clothes. Like, I was getting ready for bed. I was going to sleep.
Yeah.
Nothing good happened
Just
after that
sleep.
hour. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, we're leaving the girls' closet. I'm like, getting ready to go to bed. I have my PJs on, and all of a sudden he's like, I need to talk to the both of you. And I'm like, what, dude? What the fuck do you have to say? Like, I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm like standing behind Kaylin. 'Cause he's trying to touch me. Like, he's trying to
Yeah.
pull on
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
and I'm
that's
like,
what
don't touch me. Like, I
And
don't
you
want
had
to be touched.
Steven right beside
Yeah.
you.
Of course.
So, please don't touch this. Okay, man.
And I'm just like, don't pull on me. You can say something without, and then all of a sudden he has nothing to say, and he's all Gio now, and
Okay.
it's like,
So was that even necessary for the situation?
It
he
was
just
weird.
wanted to
It was
be
super weird.
dramatic. Like, he wanted to have this moment of like,
there was
apparently,
no moment.
apparently he was gonna confess how he loved both of us at the same time, and how we were two different. One was fire, one was ice, and how his third eye, how his third eye told him that.
Look at her face.
How his third eye told him that he needed both, but he couldn't choose between fire and ice, and it's like, I'm drunk. I want to go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
let me go
Wow.
to sleep.
Yeah,
This
that
is-
was.
Like, he's
We
in
all-
his own imagination
Yes.
world.
We all like paused and we're like, wait, what was just
And
happening?
you miss it because I'm like, and y'all, it didn't show this, but I'm like, with Kane, I'm like, this girl would give her fucking right arm for you,
Right.
dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Love her. Like, it doesn't matter what the fucking truth book says. If you love this girl, like you
Right.
say you do,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she fucking loves you, then,
So
Just-
be it.
Yeah.
and after you
Right.
see me walk away, and I'm just like,
Bye.
love her.
Yeah.
Just love the girl. Like,
Yeah.
This kills me because you know who he reminds me of as he goes on and talks about his third eye? He reminds me of Spencer from The Hills.
Oh my god! Yes!
And Spencer's like, check out my rocks, guys.
Oh my God.
With like the hands
But
like
yeah,
the,
the
can't.
rocks, you know, his crystals. And I'm just like, you just reminded me of that creepy kind of way right now.
So creepy.
Not to say
Yeah.
it's creepy when you believe in that stuff, but it's just the way
Yeah.
you're acting, your demeanor. It's like, come to the show. It's
And then you
fun.
pick 4 in the morning
Yeah.
when we're getting
Yeah.
Oh,
home.
it was
from
4
this.
in the morning.
It was
Right.
so like.
And the thing is he wanted something out of you and he didn't
He
get
wanted
it. So
me to
he's
be
like,
like,
you
pissed.
deserve
Yeah.
it. She doesn't deserve
is
it.
what
I
I thought
don't
was
want
gonna
it.
happen.
That's the
Right,
thing.
right,
I don't
right.
care if I don't deserve it. I don't want it.
You never asked for it.
I think he was feeling that I hope you're drunk and I hope Kaylin's drunk and I can
Let's
just bring
have
you
a
together.
threesome.
Let's have a threesome. That's what I thought.
That's honestly what I thought too. When he's like, I need you both. I need both of you. And I was like,
Side
what?
by side.
I was like, side by side. I was like, what? I don't
was
even
Okay,
know.
that may be on my bucket list, but not with a crazy person. Okay.
I was going to be really mad at you and Kaylin if that were to go down. I was about to text him.
Me
like,
and Kaylin, if
why?
anything, and
not
y'all
a
missed
good
it because
time.
me and Kaylin did kiss at that party, but that was wholly skipped over. So maybe that's what his thought was. Maybe you're right.
Maybe
You guys
he was
stemmed an idea in
trying
his
to make that
head.
happen.
I need to
Right.
see
If
those
anything,
deleted
he would have been
scenes.
locked out. He would, you know what me and Kaylin should have done? We should have brought him up to the boomer room, tied him up, and left him. That's what we should have done.
There you
That
go.
would've been
I totally love that.
That's savage
been
right there.
funny.
Yeah.
That is, no, it's kind of petty too. But
No, okay. So then we see the date, after that or whatnot. The
Yes.
Maui Coast date, beautiful. Ken and Barbie looking all good or whatnot. It was a quick snippet, nothing too crazy or whatnot. But you see them looking all good. Then it's the voting process for whether it would be Tori or Morgan or Cameron, Victoria. Now, my question to y'all, minus you, because you can't answer, but who do y'all chose?
I would
Tori,
have
Morgan, or
picked
Cameron,
Tori
Victoria?
and Morgan just because I know you don't think they're a match, but
Yeah.
I do think
I
they
have
are.
this feeling for some reason. I'm looking at you because I want to know.
yeah,
I know. But at the same time,
Face
I'm
will give it
almost
away.
kind of glad because then Tori and Morgan sat together.
And it was still a light.
And it was still a light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
True.
I thought it was good to put Cam and Victoria.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think they were a match, and at that point, Victoria was only looking at him.
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping they was a match just for her sake.
We had another
like,
moment here.
Yeah.
We had Nicolette when she was like grabbing. She's like, no, it has to be. It has to be.
I swear, me and him be going through it every week. I'm like holding on to him so tight. Like, I can't handle this. Like, are they a match? Are they not? But
Right,
they
exactly.
weren't.
They
I
weren't a match.
mean,
And you know what I mean? At least
I
at
was
least that
kind of
done.
sad but it makes sense.
You think so? I feel bad because I feel like Cam was holding it down for Victoria, but I think he was also getting tired, and I think he was.
I think he was
Well, yeah.
really.
He was
He was holding something down, but
Yeah.
something else.
We all said he kind of seemed relieved, and he made that comment like, "Hope I don't hook up with someone." And I hope I don't. Whatever he said, I hope I remember it this time. I'm like, okay, he's relieved.
Yeah.
Great.
That
really
being
nice. Seems like a
said,
nice guy.
though, who do you guys think could be their matches now? Because as soon
Victoria?
as they were a match, I was like, I honestly have no idea for Cam.
I can't.
Like, not a clue.
For Victoria, I have no idea who could be
For
her match
Cam,
right
I
now.
have no idea.
Not right
Yeah.
now.
There's a lot of couples that have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm for sure about Tori Moore. We'll get that into predictions.
I mean,
feel
tell you.
it
I'll just go ahead and
hard.
tell you. No, I'm just
All
kidding.
right. It was about to be that.
That
AfterBuzz
joke,
exclusive, and then MTV is about to call you
I
right
know.
now.
It's only supposed to be ringing.
Now, so no match once again. Then we see though throughout that time right before the matchup, Kaylin and John, which was
So random. John.
you know, but we saw them here together. They were
They
cute
did, they were
together
cute.
here.
Oh,
Oh, they came in together?
They came
Yeah.
together and they were cute here together. And then people were like, "Yeah, matches,
Yeah.
matches."
Yeah.
And it was funny that it came up today that they were kind of vibing each other
Yeah.
out.
I didn't see that coming.
Wow.
No, I thought the whole like. I guess we're about to get into that, but the whole little Tyler, Kaylin, John,
That's
none
what
of
I
it
thought.
made sense to me. I'm like,
Let's
this
get
is so
into it.
weird. I don't see
Let's
Kaylin
just-
really liking any of them.
Let's
Yeah,
just
let's
jump
just
into
get into
it.
it.
Now, do you think Tyler was petty for that situation by
my
calling John
God.
trash, or do you think John overreacted?
That whole situation was annoying. I'm like, John, calm down. Tyler, just stop calling him trash.
The
Like,
fact that Tyler was intimidated by John
Yeah, that makes me laugh.
was like, why?
And also it makes me
Like-
wonder, like, what else did John do that we didn't see on the
a
camera?
lot, maybe.
know?
I feel like we missed a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I don't know.
god.
That was
I
like
love how
something
they're
had to
dipping
really push him harder than
cheeseburgers
that.
too.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
call me trash.
trash.
One more time. Like,
it was just weird.
And you could tell that Kaylin was not really vibing. She was like, oh.
Yeah.
She was loving it.
That's so sweet.
I know. Like when John was,
That's
yeah.
so nice. Like if I was Tyler, I'd have been like, this motherfucker. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because she was not giving no body
No.
language like, I want you. But
Right.
No, she wasn't even like returning any compliments at all. So that's why it kind of made me question, why is Tyler even like getting mad at this? Because clearly she's not into it. It's not like they were making
think
out or cuddling or
Obviously,
anything.
at that time, the alcohol was
Alcohol,
on a high.
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, that's again like you can see how many people were awake at that point. Like 5 people were awake.
Yeah.
I was asleep, unfortunately. I wish I would have seen that, but it's just.
It went down.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Like,
It really didn't go down.
No.
'Cause so this episode is called Pulling Punches, but it was really more like pulling
Pushing,
punches. I was
yeah.
which
saying,
I'm
right?
glad. Like you never
Yeah.
want anyone to go home for
Right.
stupid ass reasons like
no,
that.
seriously,
So.
that was so
Yeah.
stupid.
Like
And we
really, just eat your cheeseburger and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Please do. Yeah. But
Tough.
even we didn't really get to see much of what happened. We just saw him on the floor and he's like, ow.
Either of them should have just walked away. It was so stupid.
Whimpered.
I know.
Well, and I feel like Tyler, he kind of is getting caught up in like stupid little things, you know, at the beginning of the show. Like, I feel like he's not really been able to really
Find
see
it.
who he really
That's what I'm
is. I
saying,
don't know. We
yeah.
haven't been able to see that because he's either gotten into little petty things or like girls have called him out right away.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
really don't know Tyler really that
We
much.
I
get,
know.
we get him in these sprouts where it's like in the negative all the time and it's not really in the positive. Minus the
really
That's
time.
like me though. I mean, I was in a
It was
negative
negative in the
But
middle,
it's
but then
still-
he became
but he
sensible.
still
Like-
It came some, yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely did. Like with Tyler, it's just kind of just there.
I know. I feel like it
And
could
he
be
just
one of
keeps on
those.
getting little jabs here and there.
You know how the girl, who was it? I think it was Victoria when she was here. She was saying that like some of the people in the house. I feel like it's kind of like from Camille too, except for she's not going out in these negative ways. Where I feel like you would just get frustrated. Tyler has yet to really connect with anyone
Right.
besides
Yeah.
Nicole in the beginning.
Yeah, but if you put effort, like I'm sorry, but for you to have a pity party for yourself and say like I'm not making connections, all we have is all day to talk
Yeah.
to
There
you
people.
go.
If you get your ass off the couch and you try and make a genuine connection, it will happen.
Right.
You
Yeah.
have a conversation with someone, you find out something you don't know, and it's like if you put in the effort, you will get
Yeah.
something back.
Does she just feel the need like people need to come to her if they want to talk
honestly,
to her?
I won't. One thing you will never see me do is badmouth another cast member ever.
Yeah.
But I feel like girls in the house, especially a girl like Victoria who's very beautiful, is used to people coming up to her. She's a girl at
Yeah.
the club that guys will buy her drinks, guys will do this, and I just feel like they thought sitting back, letting it come to them was the easiest thing to do, and
Yeah.
it's just not going to happen.
No, 'cause
it's
you're
just
not-
not.
Yeah.
You're not
Here you
really
have to
playing the game
force
at that point.
everything,
The
yeah.
guys
There's
are
week
playing.
way
It's
more
week
females
7,
with
like, get
outgoing
up.
personalities. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
they're gonna overshadow. You're gonna get overshadowed.
No,
like,
it's very true. It's very true.
Yeah.
Anyways, So, speaking of that, with the females just kind of sitting back, it was Ladies' Choice actually this time.
It was Ladies' Choice.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's get into the matchups, everybody, okay?
Random matches.
Yeah, so we're at the random matchups. That's why we put, Zendaya is something new because there was a lot of new. And
Okay,
I didn't
a lot of new.
understand any of the new that was going
Yeah.
on here. Okay? Now, can we start it? Victoria and Prosper. Quiet.
I could see that. They're both beautiful. They'd have a pretty baby.
They would.
It was just weird. Did they ever talk in the house before then?
They did, I mean, and you don't see this, but Prosper actually led a bunch of workouts in the mornings. Some
That's
girls would wake
cool,
up
okay.
and get up to work out, and Victoria was one of them. He would be coaching like different workouts, and I did see that. But other than that, I mean, there's so much conversation that goes on that you don't see, and
She
it
just
sucks.
seems timid and quiet.
And I feel like Prosper, from what we've seen too, he kind of seems to have like a good relationship with every girl. So I feel like a girl
He's
would just
comforting.
be able to be like, oh, Prosper, if she
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, she
you.
just
know?
got out of the truth
Yeah.
booth, so
Like
Yeah.
me.
Like you. This one here.
But Prosper seems
Yeah.
like he
Fun.
needs like an outgoing girl.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone who could just roll with him.
So Emma wouldn't be a match for Prosper, you don't think?
I kind of was feeling Prosper
you
and
know
Nicole.
what?
Yeah.
I feel like
Or
I mean,
could
because you
be.
could see Emma in the date with John at that time. She seems outgoing. It's just
Oh, when they
she
talked
in the
about my boobs
house.
and my ass that day.
They talk about your
They
boobs.
said the only reason I was fun was because I have big boobs and a big ass, which I mean, like, these are fun, but it's not the only reason I'm fun.
Oh, I forgot about,
There you
I
go.
forgot about that.
I didn't catch that.
I wasn't here last week.
That's all they talked about was.
That was her date.
Oh, yeah.
It was me and then them having like a food fight was their date.
The food fight. I
So
do remember
Pelting
that.
M&Ms at each other's faces.
Oh, I remember that
It's
part.
I do
so
remember
fun.
that. I do remember that.
Remember that
Sorry, I
part.
just had to throw that out there. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. But yeah, all right, shit. All right, Julia.
So then we move on, y'all, to Nicole and Cam. Again,
I see right now.
Maybe.
Right now, I don't know
Maybe.
Cam
we're just
or
guessing
hers.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I couldn't see who either of them would be. So maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, I
Cam
was
and
really
Nicole?
rooting
Yeah,
for Nicole
Cam
They're
and
from. They're both
Prosper.
from Colorado too. They both like pretty
Right.
chill.
Oh.
Maybe they could. When they said, I thought of all the random couples, they were like,
Yeah. they're
oh,
both kinda
maybe.
like
You felt something with them or whatnot?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cute.
Now the ones that I'm rooting for right now.
I think Nicole
I
and
don't
Prosper,
know.
though.
I know.
Nicole
Tori and
Prosper.
Morgan.
I was
Yes.
disappointed.
Yes,
I like
absolutely,
that.
yes.
Tori and Morgan,
I
y'all. I'm
love
feeling that a
them.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling that, and I'm hoping that's true.
Well, I hope it works out for Tori because I feel like she deserves a good guy.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I
definitely.
feel like she likes a little bit more spice, but maybe she needs a good
Maybe
guy.
Morgan's
Maybe.
spicier when we're not watching.
Maybe.
Maybe he a little freak.
Right?
You don't even know it. He
I
could be a
mean,
little freak.
We gotta check out those deleted scenes on MTV. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Deleted scenes. Those
Yeah,
are
those
are
are the
good.
good ones. Those are
I'm
the good
kind of
ones.
check 'em
scared.
out,
I'm
dude.
scared every week. Like, oh
Those
god.
are good.
Those are.
Now Emma and Gio. Okay.
I mean, honestly, I feel bad for her. That was
Yeah,
fucked
he
up.
was a dick.
Gio
Like, are you
was.
kidding?
Terrible.
This is where it goes a little.
That's so
kind of
random.
crazy,
Though.
okay?
It was random
It
though
was
for
random.
her.
Right.
It
Who
was
was she gonna
random, but
pick?
I don't care. That was so mean and like uncalled for.
No, it was like he's no, I don't. like
Yeah.
plain and simple.
Which happened week.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gonna say. Yeah,
Once again, it was
it's-
like another situation back to John. So in her head, it was like she's probably panicking in her head because like
That's
it's
so
happening
sad.
again. for
Why
her.
did she pick him?
I know.
Did she talk about
Gio's
that?
like the worst random choice you can go with.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you can pick anyone else. I don't
Like
know.
everyone's head just turns to the left.
Yeah,
like,
they're-
what?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the Gio starts talking about his third eye that we've been talking about.
Here we go.
Okay,
And I agree with Steven on this comment. That's
and
his third eye.
Steven, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
wow.
great-
Because
that was
jealousy
great
is
commentary.
yeah.
And then Steven and Gio get into it, y'all. And then this whole situation happens. But we want to clarify it because we thought that Gio had pushed Steven. But in reality, what happened?
Actually,
seen it.
Prosper was holding. I mean, you can tell Cam's holding Gio back. Prosper's holding Steven back. And at one point, Prosper, I don't think he meant to, but kind of threw Steven to the side to
To
get him
move him,
out of the way,
yeah.
to move him. And of course, there's so much shit on the stage. Steven lost balance and fell.
Right.
Gio didn't touch Steven. He didn't.
And you can see that when
Yeah,
they
when you
played
replay
it back.
After the second playback, right?
Like,
Yeah.
trust me, if Gio would have touched Steven, things would have been really bad.
Yeah.
But.
And then Ryan goes, wait a minute, this is my favorite part.
Ryan, security
goes,
guard.
goes,
Yeah.
that is it. Shut it down, everybody. I'm Ryan Delvin. Shut it down, everybody.
Yes.
And I was just like, Ryan, you're going to get knocked out. Be careful.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
like
well.
Kaylin almost got knocked out.
Kaylin
I was
got
just
pushed.
gonna
That
say
pissed
that.
me off.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
don't push
rough.
a girl.
Yeah.
But then again, there is a play. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna keep it 100. Girls
Uh-huh.
do not need to be into guy fights. They
Yeah,
do
don't.
not need
I
to
was-
be
yeah.
trying to control a man when they're in anger. Girl, just let them be. And if they go to jail, girl,
Yeah.
they
Especially
go
if
to
it's
jail.
I
It's like, there's
At
like.
this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we tough, okay, but we ain't that tough. That's a strong
No,
man.
yeah, and there's like,
True.
and there's no like justification
You
for
like
it at
the
all. But I
bar
feel like
fights,
it's
you see girls be like, babe,
I
oh, bitch, if you get pushed, I'll die on your face, bitch. That's your own damn fault.
Yeah,
okay?
like the
I
guy-
don't know. Kaylin might be
Kaylin's a
able
little soft.
She's
Yeah,
tough,
tough.
but still, it's like
In that
as
dress?
women,
Yeah.
like we just should not be stepping into
Take off.
these
If she had
fights.
those heels on again.
I know.
Take off
Right,
those heels.
but I'm just saying, it's gonna happen. An elbow to the face, something.
Something's gonna happen, or somebody could have been in a sheep and a wolf's costume.
Oh,
Okay?
God.
Like let's like
Wait,
that's Gio.
what?
Gio said this to Steven. He's just a sheep in a wolf's costume.
What?
He
And I
needs
do.
to-
That comment he said about your clothes don't match your soul.
Yeah.
Y'all missed my comment because I did say, actually my soul is black, like the clothes I'm wearing. And
Oh, you're
Yeah,
trying to give
no.
it back to
And
him.
the thing is you guys have such a soulful connection. So like, he's so stupid because I was like, I mean, that's really what it is. They have a connection. I mean, you guys build a friendship before anything, so y'all know
Yeah.
each other. You know what I'm saying? So what
I
is he
love
even talking
that.
about?
I love what you just said here because everyone has the hardest time with building a friendship before they start a relationship.
Yeah.
That's
And-
what I was big on.
And in this day and age or whatnot, I think that's the most important part because when you build that
completely
solid
agree.
foundation first, to be able to be with somebody for years on after.
Yeah, you guys have to have that best
And people
friend
give me
connection.
shit because I am the only girl, I think, at this point in the show that hasn't kissed anyone.
and that's fine. because
People
you-
give me so
Wait,
and
so
it's-
you and Steven haven't kissed at this point?
No.
I thought I saw something at
But
the
it's
Adam
just-
and Eve party.
No,
Nothing
no.
happened?
Mm-mm. And it was for me, it's like, don't get me wrong, like, that's a good partner relationship, but I didn't want to be the girl that's like, sexual with someone next. And the
But
next
were
week,
you
and the next week.
sexual? Like, did you find him sexually like attractive?
Steven is a very handsome man. The tattoos,
yes,
the-
yeah.
he's.
But did you see him sexually?
I did think Steven was sexually attractive, yes.
So did
but
you guys end up kissing?
I can't answer
a
that
spoiler.
question.
She trying to get it right now.
Okay, so you guys
Don't
are
pull the
emotional. So
gun.
y'all are emotionally
It was just like
invested.
he was kind of a lifeboat in the house. I'm not gonna lie. There was so much hatred toward me and so much like hatred towards him, and like
Yeah.
we kind of found this connection
Common
where it was
ground.
just like
But it's clear he really liked you. So did you ever like lead him on too much, or did it ever get to the point where he felt that from you? I mean,
for me, I'm not gonna lie. I have a wall as a 10-foot wall right now.
Yeah.
I mean, even on the show, you can tell. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always will have a wall built, and it's hard. People say you have a poker face, and it's like that's my defense mechanism.
interesting.
Yeah.
So I think there were moments that we shared where he got to know the real Julia. I think he is the only person in that house that got to know who I really am.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
it sucks because, you know, a lot of people don't get to see that part of me. But
Right.
when I do care about someone's opinion and I do care about them, they get to see that. And he did. He definitely did.
So it was important.
Interesting. So it takes a lot to get a kiss
Oh,
from you.
It takes a kiss. I'm old school, dude. A kiss is a kiss. Like,
I love
there's something
that.
romantic
Yeah,
about a
that's
first
true.
kiss. Like,
Hey, see the deepness that it can go with AYTO from the
know.
surface down.
I mean, I'm just trying to,
she's trying to pull out all the different
Yeah.
for me.
That's okay because I'd be looking at Julie every time I make a comment to see if she cracks. She's
And I
like,
will
"Don't look
crack.
at me, Nino.
Don't
That
look
poker face is on.
I got my poker. It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
It's I
There you
think
go.
it's just walls.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, I
let's,
tried it.
let's move on. Just wanted to get into predictions before the time ends over here. So we go into Francesca and Asaph. We're gonna have Asaph next week, so watch out for
Okay.
that. That's gonna be
And
interesting.
you know what? I'm glad they're getting back together. They both kind of deserve each other.
That was a quick
I
out
just
right there. I
don't-
love it. Yeah, then Camille and Tyler, which could be interesting to see. You know what I mean? I'm kind of curious about
And
that.
Camille, girl.
She needs to move on from
Yeah.
ASAP. I don't get
Yeah,
that.
I
Yeah.
never got that.
That-
He just was never really into it.
I don't know.
like,
She might like the lentils
Poor
too.
thing. I don't know.
I mean, she wasn't. Never mind. Keep going.
Then we got Kaylin and John. That's going to be interesting to see next week as
Yeah.
the follow-up goes to that.
Yeah,
And then we have Julie and Steven, which I love.
I don't think you're a match though.
I'm a big fan.
I like you guys together, but I don't
Well,
think that's
the
a match.
fact that you saying you ain't really got physical with, not that you needed to, but
Yeah.
like the attraction. Because I feel like if the attraction really was there, you guys would have kissed by now. I really feel
I can
that
see
way.
that too.
I
Yeah.
personally feel
I know
that
a
way.
lot of people
Yeah.
feel that way, but it's for me. It's like I don't know why, but I thought it was special. Like if I would have just kissed my match. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It's like
I like that a lot.
what other person can be like? You know, it's.
It's
I
that
mean,
like
I
Cinderella.
guess.
true
I
love
know you
story.
don't get it. A lot of people don't
I mean,
get
no.
it.
I mean, I
Trust me.
sure,
All right.
girl, but he could have just been friend zone. I'm just saying.
Well, let's get into
But we'll
predictions.
see, right? We'll see.
Let's do it. Let's do
We'll
it.
see.
I'm gonna stop from over there and work my way down this
Okay.
way. I need to get my thoughts together real quick. That's why we're going down this way.
I can't even look during this. I'm so bad.
No, you're fine. So I'm just
Do
gonna
it.
start off and say Julia and Steven are gonna have their first kiss.
I don't know now. I don't think so.
I'm not sure. I might be totally wrong on that, but I want it to happen.
Okay.
I mean, shoot, if it don't happen by the end of the season,
yes. And then I'm just hoping like Tori and Morgan need to get in that truth booth.
Yeah.
Because these beams, I'm like, 4 every single week.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Yeah, by
and
the
they're all
way.
sitting
That's
different
crazy.
They got
spots.
4 beams, by the way, from those matches. I forgot to
Yes.
mention. Yeah.
4 is the
only
worst
4
number
beams.
right now.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been the consistent.
Right.
And then
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to see more of this Prosper and Emma just because I'm very intrigued by it.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe this could. They're just. It seems like they're opposites, so maybe they.
Opposite side of track. Who knows?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I
I don't know. I'm going with that.
Your face says everything.
I know, I really can't help my facial expressions. So I was really hoping maybe you and Steven was gonna get in the booth, but it's looking like you went on a date with Gio, and I'm just like, ew.
Trust me, that date. Just wait.
She's saying
Just
that
wait.
it's looking different than what it is, and I'm hoping it's
Just
different
wait.
from what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, if you go stuck on a boat with this man, you clearly are gonna keep it, cordial. You know what I'm saying?
I'm scared he's gonna drown. me
Right,
at this
he's gonna be
point,
like,
dude.
you really ain't feeling me, Julia.
My third eye says to drown you.
Right. You better swim
but-
fast the other direction, girl.
So yeah, we'll see. And then Tori, and him, they can keep it pushing. If they match, they match. I don't really know what I'm expecting for next week. I really don't believe the whole John and Kaylin
I don't
thing.
see that
I
either.
don't either.
See that.
I'm not with
Great
that.
friendship, though.
But I'm,
Yeah.
I'm seeing if Tyler maybe will get, a little something.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't
We'll see. What
I
about
don't
you?
know.
I hate to be the bad negative, but I just have a feeling there's gonna be a blackout. I think that there's just the most random couples.
I'm waiting for a blackout.
No, but I just and I almost think even though they lose money, I think it would almost help them the most at this point because it's so random. I can't even think of who Kaylin's match would be. I can't think of so many. But then I kind of want to see Nicole and Prosper. Mm-hmm. They seemed like they could maybe be
I
a
could
match
see
to
that.
me.
Yeah.
Besides that, I don't know. I'm so
I feel like they've been doing a little bit better to get a
Right.
blackout, but you've been wanting a blackout.
I feel like they're not gonna get a
the
blackout
drama.
because they're gonna
She
have
wants
Tori.
it. That's you.
Where's the
Right.
blackout?
I really feel Tori and Morgan are a match. I don't think
I
they're ever
hope
going to
so.
get a blackout unless
I
they go
hope
to
they
the
are.
truth booth so
I
they
hope
can
they
have
are.
that perfect match or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of waiting to see on that. Now, I'm really rooting for you and Steven. I'm a little confused after since they kind of just, Miss Nicolette over here kind of just got into you and we were
Me
trying
and
to figure
Cynthia
this
are gonna
out.
fight. No,
I don't know. I'm
what's
like,
about
I don't know what's going on now. Now you make me second guess
Yes.
my business
I was
here,
just
Nicolette.
digging just to see.
Yeah.
She's digging.
Crazy. But I mean,
She's got that
that's-
shovel.
I guess, right. I guess we're gonna have to figure that out next week.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you guys don't get a blackout because I want y'all to get that Millie all together. Because if last season can do it, y'all can
Oh
do it.
my
But-
God.
Well, and the
I
thing
know.
is blackouts. I mean, I feel like you guys actually have been consistent, even though it's been random.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. They've been going off good this season, even though it's stayed at 4.
Right.
At least it stayed at 4.
We got
Yeah.
a we got a
Hasn't
smart,
gone to
smart
3.
group of people.
You
Yeah.
guys
Smart
keep
group of people.
strategizing, trying to play the game. It's all good.
So
Now, Julie, I just want to say thank you so much for coming over
Yeah.
here.
You guys.
Airing that all
it
out.
was fun.
Have a good time, y'all.
We gotta keep it rolling each other. All right.
Once again, y'all, it's your boy Nino. You can always catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Y'all can catch me on Snapchat as well too. Y'all hit me up last week for all that behind the scenes action from all the twerking that
Yes.
Nicolette did over here with Kaylin. So keep tuning
We
in.
had some fun.
Hey guys, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _Abby Vega.
And I always respect a girl who can come in here and face the Since They Don't Play. Okay? So y'all know where to find me. Tweet me at Since They Don't Play. You know what it is.
And I'm Desiree, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Desiree Murphy _.
And Julia, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at its_Julia Rose and on Twitter at Julia Rose _33.
Find her, hit up with questions.
Hit
Hit us up
me
with questions
up.
too,
Yes.
y'all. We want to know what you guys think and leave a comment. We love reading your comments as well too. Thanks for tuning in once again here to the Are You the One After Show here on AfterBuzz TV, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.